I get a little nervous. I get a little scared, which is totally not like me. But anyway, it is the 5x5 first Pride 48. Well, I guess not really the first, like those guys were saying. This is my second. I did participate in the live streaming event, and I had a lot of fun. And so this is my first like lineup. Daniel added me, or I asked to be added a couple of days ago, and he was like, "You want to do this Thursday?" I'm like, "Sure." So I should have maybe waited another week, because you know how you want to prepare for things, and then because you know, if you guys don't know, I work 10-hour days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So that is my work week, and so on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, those are my days off. But this week, I've absolutely done nothing. I haven't. I should be doing laundry right now, but I totally didn't do it. And it's just one of those things. It's like, yeah, nah, I'm not doing that. And I haven't watched a lot of television, so I don't know what I'm doing. But I'm here and I'm talking to you guys, and hopefully this won't be, as everybody says, a train wreck. I don't want to be known as the train wreck on Pride 48. But we'll see. We'll see. So catching up from since I did my first Pride 48 episode to now, not a lot's happened. If you guys have listened to the show, I am a gay geek fanboy. I do a lot of fanboy type podcasts on my particular show on Spreaker. So I talk about comic books, I talk about pop culture, and I gossip a little bit, and I throw some shade a little bit. So hopefully during this live show that I'm doing on Pride 48, I'm trying to encompass all those parts of my show into one. So I hope I don't bore anybody, but it could happen. It can happen. I think I'm funny, but some people don't think I'm funny. That doesn't matter, because I'm just me. But anyhow, like I said, not a lot's been going on. I did participate in the Barnes & Noble. If you guys didn't know, right now they have a Get Pop Culture event at their stores. It started back in July, and it goes through this weekend, which it kind of ends. And I participated in that because I wanted all the kind of fun, free giveaways that they had to offer. And so I've been buying these little kind of... And sometimes I get, not that I get scared, I get a little embarrassed when I buy these little toys at Barnes & Noble, because, you know, the cashier will look at you funny, like, you know, you are too big and too old to be buying these toys. But here's the thing. I have been buying, they was from San Diego Comic Con, so if you guys live on the West Coast, San Diego Comic Con was a few weeks ago, and they have exclusives that are really, really... You can only get them at San Diego Comic Con, but for some reason Barnes & Noble had an exclusive on the exclusives. So long story short, I purchased 4 of these mini. There's one of Phoenix, there's one of Spider-Man, Hulk, and Thanos, and I paid $7.95 each for them. I've sold each of them for $30 a piece on eBay. Can y'all believe that? $30 a piece. And the reason I bought that, because I wanted people know, and I can say Timmy Sims, he could be able to tell you I'm a fan of pop figures. And so if you bought these little exclusives, you got these Domo, which is a little Japanese creature, Justice League figures for 75% off. So that's the only reason I got them. But then I made money, so I'm ahead. So I'm saving all my money for Nashville Comic Con, which comes up August 26th, 27th, 28th. So any guy that lives in Nashville, Tennessee, or happen to be going, let me know, because I would love to meet, you know, anybody or one of you guys if you happen to be in the Nashville area attending Nashville Comic Con, because I have an infatuation with Faith the Vampire Slayer. That's because that's the name of my podcast, the 5x5. If you're familiar with Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the Rogue Slayer, which was Faith, she always, if you ask her what was going on with her, she would say 5x5. And I think I explained this during my live show on the Pride 48 live streaming event, and so that's why my name is the 5x5. But Eliza Dushku, who played Faith, is going to be in Nashville. Also, this charm cast: Shannon Doherty, Brian Krause, and Holly Marie Coombs is going to be there as well. So I'll get to see those guys, and Evan Peters from American Horror Story and X-Men. What was that? Days of Future Past. He's going to be there as well. So I think that would be fun. So if you guys are going, let me know, because hopefully I'll have some video and some pictures and stuff from there. But anyhow, I'm just kind of rambling right now. But on today's premiere episode, there's a few things I want to talk about with you guys tonight. If you haven't already, you can always go to the 5x5.blogspot.com. So, the first thing I was going to talk about today was what in the hell is going on in Jamaica. For all you guys who like to travel internationally, don't go to Jamaica. I don't know what's going on over there. Did y'all hear about the young man who obviously is a young gay man who was putting on lipstick, and then everybody in Jamaica went after him, and then he ducked into a store and they locked the doors and they're waiting outside for this man to come out. I mean, seriously? I didn't understand that. So even if you're a straight man and you're in Jamaica and you're putting on some lip gloss so you don't want you to get your lips chapped, the Jamaican people will attack you, obviously. I mean, this is a big crazy, I guess it happened back in June. And so I will not be traveling to, obviously so, they hate the gays, because this is not the first time that something has happened. I know Essence Magazine had done a story on Jamaica and how, their love for the gays is not as much as we would like. But I have a friend that lives in Atlanta, and I just thought she was kind of kidding with me when she said this. She is Jamaican. She's from Jamaica. She lives in Atlanta. Very, very sweet girl. She's a lesbian. And one day we were talking, because she's like, I want you to come with me to go home to visit Jamaica. I'm like, oh, sure, just let me know when you want to go. I'll go. And she's like, but you know what? We have to keep it cool, because she's really not out to her family, because they are like obviously the rest of the population. And then she was telling me when she grew up, coming out as lesbian, that was a no-no. She's like, they don't have like gay clubs in Jamaica. They have house parties, and they change the location. It's like some kind of secret society where they have to change the location of the party. So if they got busted and there was gay people there, they wouldn't be hurt or arrested or beat up or something like that. I'm like, are you serious? And I just started, she told me this several years ago, and I'm like, seriously, maybe you're just, since you're not out of the closet, maybe you're just a little bit, you're just a little bit more sensitive to it because you don't want anybody, your family and friends, to know that you're a lesbian. And she was like, no. But in my mind, I'm like, yeah, I don't believe that. But then you see all this stuff coming from Jamaica. It's like, are you kidding me with this? And so she's like, yeah, we change where we have parties at. She's like, we go up in the mountains or the hills or whatever the geography is there. She's like, and we hang out at different people's houses because we can't, go to a club and be who we are because for the fear of being hate. So, Jamaica, you lose points. You lose a lot of points because I don't know. I just think that's really, 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 really strange. Anyhow, moving on.
Well, hello, darlings. This is Donna Sugars. I am so excited that I will get to see so many of you this year, as I am the host of Pride 48 2014 in Las Vegas, Nevada. Oh. In order to help keep you up to date about the Vegas event, we've created a special section of our website just for you. It has all the information that you will need to help you plan your trip, reminders about upcoming deadlines, and things to see and do once you get there. Oh goodness, the glamour, the glitz, the luxury, the jewels, the gowns, the sequins, the hair. Oh, the buffets. Oh God, I love ham. Oh goodness. Oh, the liquor. Oh. Simply go to pride48.com and click on Vegas on the main menu. Kisses, darlings, and don't forget to listen to the next State of the Station for the very latest in Pride 48 news. Yes.
Have you guys seen Guardians of the Galaxy? Has anybody seen Guardians of the Galaxy? I liked the movie. I went on last Thursday, which was opening day of the movie, and if you have an AMC ticket stub account, it's like $8, and you get like free. You get free upgrades. You get free upgrades to like if you get a small, you get a medium and stuff like that. But then on this opening weekend, if you had a ticket subs membership, you got these exclusive pins. They were in the blind bag, and for some reason, all these blind bags and blind boxes is really huge now for the geek community. And so, of course, I went on opening day to get my free pin because I am an AMC Ticket Stubs holder member. And so, the movie was awesome. I thought it was great. For me, it wasn't like a comic. It was It was more of a comic book movie than some of the other ones that has a lot of story. Has a lot of story and has the action. Like I think the Captain America movies, while it's a great comic book movie, it has a really, really, really strong storyline. The stories is just as strong as the action. Guardians of the Galaxy, to me, it was fun. It was entertaining. And Dave Bautista, who played Drax the Destroyer, the WWE bracelet, he did really good. For what he said, he did awesome. And my favorite character out of the whole movie, and a lot of people say Rocket Raccoon, it was Groot. Groot said, 5 words maybe? I am Groot and we are Groot. 5 words. He stole the show for me. And I wasn't, and Max, I really wasn't impressed with, what's it, Zoe Saldana, is that her name? I wasn't impressed with her as Gamora. I don't read the Guardians of the Galaxy comic book. I have some old issues from years ago that I think I picked up at a flea market just because it was there. But I'm not a fan. I've never really been a fan. But the movie made me like the franchise even more. And it happened to break all the records this year. I think it came out with $95 million or something like that. So, Marvel obviously has the recipe. Yeah, well, I like the group remember when the guy turned to Phoenix? I liked that. When the guy developed the Phoenix Force, I can't remember his name. And yeah, they all died. But the really funny thing was that I thought from the movie, because we're all heading toward a Guardians of the Galaxy Avengers crossover movie, because they do exist in the same universe. We have 3 of the 5, and Daniel, you can correct me if I'm wrong. There's 3. We have 3 of the Infinity Stones now. We have the Tesseract, the Ether, and now, what was the purple one called? I can't think of it. The one they just found in Guardians of the Galaxy that did all the destruction. So, and then we saw Thanos. Thanos did a good. He had a big, not a big speaking part, but he spoke and he had a presence. Yes, I'm still talking about it, Timmy Sims. And so it was good. I enjoyed the movie. It was very entertaining. I think next up for Marvel, they just wrapped the filming of the Avengers, Age of Ultron. I like that as well. I also like the scene with Howard the Duck, which was totally, I'd already seen it online before the movie came out, like the day before. and I guess the Japan release of the movie was before ours, and they had already leaked the ending credits. But supposedly, supposedly they're going to try to. Well, not supposedly. They've been talking about. There's been stuff online about how nobody thinks that the collector is doing anything wrong. And, when we first see Howard the Duck, he's during the scene at Nowhereville or Nowhere Land, where they were in the movie. We see, we see him in the glass tube. If you catch it, there's so many Easter eggs in these movies, you never catch everything. But in the end, you see him talking, which I thought it was absolutely hilarious. But the word on the street is why isn't the Avengers or the Guardians, why aren't they stopping the collector? They're doing business with him, but he has innocent sentient beings trapped in 2x2 glass cases. So I don't know if that story will develop. Maybe if enough people talk about it, maybe they'll try to address it. But I thought it was good, and like I said, 3 of 5 of the Infinity Stones, so we are totally progressing toward. Yeah, that's what he does. But is he a bad guy? Is he a bad guy doing that? Does that make him a bad guy? Everybody's just treating him like that's who he is, and we'll see. I guess it's coming. But next up, I guess, will be Captain America for this universe, and then the next Avengers movie. What else do we have? Going back to comic books, real quick. A comic book that I had never read before, like really collected or even read at all. You always see it on TV, and you always see it in the comic book stores. Was the Archie comic books? Now Timmy Simmons and I did a show. We talked about life with Archie a few weeks ago when they killed Archie Andrews, the lead character, the namesake of the line. They killed him in a future version of himself. But that's not what I'm talking about today. I'm talking about Afterlife with Archie. And that's the kind of Archie meets The Walking Dead thing where everything's zombies. So if you guys haven't read the series, it's by Francesco Francavilla. It'd be a good opportunity to start collecting it. And if you won't find a number one, I don't have a number one. I do have a second printing, but if you go to HalloweenComicFest.com, I think it's October the 25th this year, that is going to be one of the free books that they're going to be giving away for free. It's like a free comic book day, but it's during Halloween. It's called Halloween Comic Fest. So Afterlife with Archie number 1 is going to be one of the books they're going to be giving away. So if you don't have a number 1 and you want to jump into the series, if you can wait till October, it'll be a great time for you guys to check out Afterlife with Archie number 1. And let's see, what else do I have? I have a couple more things. Told you I wasn't really all that prepared. Daniel Brewer says, Marvel Unlimited, $99 for the first month, and yes, you can cancel after the month. Oh, okay. But now with Marvel Unlimited, can you download as many comic books as you want? I wasn't sure if you can download as many as you want. I know I have a friend that uses Marvel Now, and I don't normally know how that works. So it's just a temporary download. You get to read them and then it's gone. Is that what you're saying? I always thought about doing that, but I'm the kind of guy that I actually like to have. I like to have the book. I like to have my book. I like to read my book and have it in my hand. And although I have cut back, I was spending anywhere from probably $30 to $40 a week on comic books. And I'm like, okay, that you're doing too much, David. It's time to pull it back. It's time to pull it back and just stop, because I was spending way too much. I am right now on a pop figure, I guess saying sabbatical would be wrong, but on a punishment because spending too much money. Because when I go to Nashville Comic Con, it's probably going to run me about $1,000. That's for hotel, gas, food, ticket into the venue, which, that's not cheap either. My ticket for Nashville Comic Con is $225. The hotel is $209. So that's with taxes, that's $450 already. And that's not food, and that's not stuff I want to buy. Photo ops, some of these people, are charging. I actually want to come to Pride 48 in Vegas. I really do. I want to meet all these great and interesting people. But I had planned this trip before the Pride Vegas one, and I committed with other people that are going with me, or I would come. I don't have enough money to do both, although I wish I could. I wish I could do both, but that's just not going to work in my favor. So 2015, I'll be able to make it, hopefully, if the Lord's willing. I got to make it to 2015. And a quick shout out, I just lost a very dear friend of mine. Sometimes we take life for granted, and we just think people will be there. And it was a young man that I met. Oh, he's my age. A guy that I met when I lived in Atlanta, Georgia. His name is Ronnie. Nice fellow. And he was just a sweet guy. And then I just found out yesterday that he passed away. So that's my shout out to Ronnie, because he's probably one of the most decent people that I met while living in Atlanta, Georgia. And he's not with us anymore. Which, I know life is not promised to anyone, but it's sad that he's gone. But yeah, I would like to come to Pride Vegas, but my traveling plans are already set for the year, and I don't have the funds to do both. I can do one. I can't do both.
Excellent strength and perfect clarity is the 5x5.
Anyhow, so I did a poll on my website, and I think it's still up there. Who is your favorite Wonder Woman? Now, here in the past several weeks, a couple weeks ago, was the San Diego Comic Con when they showed the new Wonder Woman outfit. People lost their minds about Gal Gadot's outfit. I thought it was a little Xena, the warrior princess, because it has the leather, which they had said it wasn't going to be the traditional one. It's going to be more Amazonian, which that's totally fine. But people lost their minds. They're like, she doesn't have enough muscle. She doesn't look right. She looks like Xena, the warrior princess. I didn't care, because if people really look at the Justice League, the animated shorts, Wonder Woman is not this muscle. Only time you've ever seen Wonder Woman with all these muscles was in the Kingdom Come series, if you guys remember that. And so everybody goes kind of crazy about it. I'm like, I don't know why they're tripping so hard. Linda Carter didn't have muscles. You remember when Kathy Lee Crosby, exactly, Daniel Brewer, remember when Kathy Lee Crosby played Wonder Woman in the 70s, the little Wonder Woman movie that was horrible? Like, she was like in this pantsuit and she had blonde hair and she threw a spear, and it was really, really horrible. Anyhow, and then of course Linda Carter came along for the series which kind of, when you think about Wonder Woman live action, or Wonder Woman in general, everybody compares her to Linda Carter. And if you look at the old ones, they were kind of corny. I loved it as a child, but if you look at it, that's like, oh wow, that's kind of corny. My favorite pick for Wonder Woman would be Gina Carano. I thought she had the build, she had the look, she had, I think she's an MMA champion, I believe. That was my choice for her, but they didn't choose her for some reason. They chose Gal Gadot, which, she's been in the Fast and the Furious movie. She's been in the Israeli army. She looks good enough. She has that kind of look to her to play, Wonder Woman. But when they debuted the outfit, people kind of lost their minds. And of course, with the added, she doesn't look strong enough. She looks weak. Only problem I had with the outfit, and there's only one, because Wonder Woman has wore stuff like that before in the comic book, so it's not that far off the beaten path of outfits. But she has it was the lasso. She has a lasso on her hip that wasn't golden. Now I think they can't not keep that in as part of her outfit. You can change anything you want about it, but the lasso, that's part of the mythology. That can't be changed. Unless when she activates it or whatever, and she throws it, it kind of sparkles gold. I'll be okay with that. But to the tune of, she doesn't look strong enough. Again, she doesn't look strong enough on the animated shows. She looks athletic, which Gal Gadot, she looks very athletic, and obviously she is athletic. Because Wonder Woman's powers weren't derived from her actual physical attributes. It's all mystical and magical and God-given. So I need those people to have a seat and leave this lady alone. They did move up the movie Superman versus Batman, or Batman versus Superman, whatever it is, Dawn of Justice, to March 2015. Because before, remember, they had it on May 6th, which was going to be the day that Captain America 3 debuted. So they moved it up. So maybe we'll get it next year, because they did show a part of the movie during a teaser at Comic-Con, and so maybe they'll keep on. Maybe we'll get it in maybe November. Can we get it in November? Would that be too much to ask? Because I don't. This could be a big movie if it's done right. Supposedly Aquaman's in it, Cyborg's in it. They've added a couple of other people, like, that they're forming the Justice League. But back to the Wonder Woman outfit. Is it from the armor? I don't know what the question is. Back to the outfit. I think this is how Wonder Woman is going to be introduced to everybody in the DC cinematic universe. This is how they're going to introduce her. And at the end of the movie, when they're heading towards the Justice League, you'll see, I think that she's going to don the red boots and all that good stuff. And I think she's going to, it's going to look good. So I think we're going to see it in the movie, not probably in the first hour and a half, but at the end, after whatever big battle and big baddie they have, is introduced into the movie, and they fight them and they win. At the very end, we're going to see her don the Wonder Woman garb, so everybody can be happy. If you guys haven't watched, well, it used to be from the TV series. It was her. It was her girdle. Was the golden girdle that gave her that let her retain her Amazonian strength in man's world. But they've changed the mythology now. She's a demigod, so it's something that she was born with. It's not the armor anymore. Although she does have battle armor that she wears from time to time, and she's wore that, through different incarnations. Whoever's drawn her have always drawn her with battle armor. I did love the Wonder Woman outfits. When Wonder Woman's kick, twirl, and spin back in the day, she would have a swimming suit, or she'd have a biking suit, or she'd have an airplane suit or something. I used to like that. I thought that was kind of cool. I thought it was interesting. back then. But now, she's pretty much, what was the TV series, the pilot? If you guys haven't seen the pilot, you can go to Vimeo and type in Wonder Woman pilot, and you can see Adriana Palecki? You can see the pilot, and it actually wasn't that bad. I had some problems with some of the stuff they did from a mythology standpoint, but it wasn't that bad of a pilot. People got mad because she had them tight blue pants on and looked ridiculous, but it wasn't that bad. I thought she did a good job, but, sometimes we do listen, well, we shouldn't listen all the time, but, they listen to us TV watchers, and sometimes they take it and they trash it like they did with the the new Wonder Woman television show. But anyhow, oh wow, that was 30 minutes. See, this is what this is why I need my music interludes, because I talked for 30 minutes and it seems like I've been talking for like an hour, but I haven't. So I guess you guys are, well, some of you guys may be bored, but I'm not bored yet. Well, I don't know if you're bored yet or not. You could be. Have you guys seen the new... Thanks, Max. Max is still nice. Thank you. Have you guys seen the new Lay's flavors? They have the new Lay's potato chip flavors out in stores. Now, I was in the Family Dollar or the Dollar General or something other day, and so I'm walking past the potato chip section, and I'm like, I know they didn't say cappuccino, and so I moonwalked back, and I looked at the rack, and it had cappuccino. So if anybody under the sound of my voice is eating cappuccino Lay's potato chips, I don't like you. That is wrong. We don't need cappuccino coffee flavored potato chips. That has to be gross. It can't be good. But so I was telling my sister, I'm like, girl, did you see that they have these flavored potato chips? And my sister works at Walmart, and she's like, oh yeah, we have them. I'll bring you some. I'm like, no, you're not. I don't want those. And so anyhow, she did bring me the wasabi and ginger. Now I haven't tasted the cappuccino, and I'll never will. Somebody would have to pay me a lot of money to taste that. But the wasabi and ginger, although they don't taste really bad, it tastes a little bit like ramen noodles, the chicken flavor. And I'm like, why'd you give me ramen noodles in the bag? But no, it's wasabi and ginger flavored potato chips. It's kettle cooked, so they're a little crunchier. So like it's not horrible. It's not really, really bad. Alyssa, it's not really bad. But what I hear, they have, bacon don't taste good on everything. Why they be trying to fool the people, I don't know. Because they have bacon and macaroni and cheese chip, and is it mango salsa or mango and salsa, and then of course the wasabi, ginger, and the cappuccino. I don't want none of those. Now I might eat the ginger ones again, the wasabi and ginger, but as for the rest, I'm not too excited about it. Although, I was at another store. Doesn't matter. So still walking around because I'm kind of a foodie, and not that I try a lot of different stuff. I don't have a very diverse palate, I guess you should say. I don't like a lot of different stuff. I'll say I'll eat anything, but that's not necessarily true. But anyhow, I'm walking past the frozen food section, whatever, and I see it. And I didn't get them, and I just might. I see where they had funnel cake corn dogs. Well, know what the corn dog is, but instead of having the corn batter around it, they have funnel cake batter around it. Wouldn't that be good? What do you guys think? I want to try it, and I might try it this weekend. I'm not too terribly sure, but I might. So I don't know. Y'all should try that and tell me what it tastes like. Okay, another thing that I do on my 5x5 show on Spreaker.com. Now, for you guys who haven't heard or listened, I took a little break. I was getting so stressed, and I have so many things to do around the house, and taking care of an ill parent, and helping out. Just a lot of things. I'm like, okay, I need a break. I'm just doing too much, and and with my 5x5 podcast, I was recording 3 nights a week. I was recording on my days off, and it was just too much. So when I come back, my show will come back August the 20th on Spreaker, and so I just needed a break. This was new for me. I'm like, I want to do that, and I didn't expect a response so quickly. And when Daniel said, "Oh yeah, sure," I was like, "Oh okay," but I'm like, okay, this will be fun. This will get me back into the swing of things, and so I'll be able to go onto my show. But we'll be back on Spreaker and iTunes starting August the 20th. And but I took a break, so hopefully you guys will check me out there. But a lot of times I do quiz. I do a quiz on my show. It depends on what show it is. Since I'm talking mostly superheroes tonight, and I'll put the link in the chat room for those of you guys who are still there. And this quiz is, which superhero are you? And I was going to take it earlier so I could change my answers, but this is the first time for me taking it. So, the first question is, which club did you want to lead in high school? The AV club, the drama club, the 4-H club, the student council, speech and debate, fashion club, art club, community service club, future business leaders of America club. I was kind of a wallflower in high school. I wasn't really vocal. I don't know when that changed. I think I started getting mouthy when I came out of the closet. But anything out of all that would probably be the student council, because I was on the student council in high school for a short period of time. Okay. What is your biggest weakness? Too sensitive, love too hard, need too much control, love attention, rely on others too much, you're too big picture, try to do too much, ego, too trusting. Well, it's going to be between, because I'm such a control freak. I'm a crazy Virgo, and we are in Virgo month, although the Leos are right now. This is my birthday month. My birthday will be coming in a few weeks, so I will give you guys my address if you can all send me birthday cards and well wishes and stuff. I take iTunes gift cards. I mean, never mind. And pop figures. Anyhow, my biggest weakness, either being a control freak or my ego. I can turn my ego off, but I'm always a control freak. So I would say I need too much control. Pick a troubled Leonardo DiCaprio to save. The Inception Leo, the Departed Leo, the Who's Eating Gilbert Grape Leo, the Man in the Iron Mask Leo, the Romeo and Juliet Leo, the Titanic Leo, the Aviator Leo, the Basketball Diary Leo, or Oscar-less Leo. Let's go with Oscar-less Leo because I think it's funny. Because half of those movies I haven't seen. I've seen Inception, What's Eating Gilbert Grape, Titanic, Romeo and Juliet, and the rest of them haven't seen. How do you usually laugh on the internet? A capital LOL, a small LOL, multiple LOLs, just one ha, several ha's, a hee-hee, a heh, a lull, L-U-L-S, L-U-L-Z, or I don't laugh. A lot of times I type ha ha ha. I don't really like LOL. I think I text LOL more than I put it in online. Okay. Your boss or teachers would describe you as flexible, passionate, determined, easy to get along with, empathetic, a big dreamer, too obsessed with work, diplomatic, or hilarious. I'm very diplomatic when I'm at work. They would say that, I think. Pick a type of French fry. Normal fries, truffle fries, which sounds good, I've never had, waffle fries, sweet potato fries, thick cut fries, shoestring fries, curly fries, chili cheese fries, or patino, whatever in the hell that is. Out of all those, curly fries, because Hardee's really has really good curly fries, so I'll say curly fries. What is the worst thing you've ever lied about? Being sick, liking someone's clothes, grandma dying. That's horrible. Telling someone that you're listening when you aren't. Seeing a movie you haven't actually seen. Being in a relationship. Being in a relationship but only to get someone to leave you alone. Being 5 minutes away. Liking someone's cooking. I really don't lie. You tell a little white lie here and there, but I'm not one for all in all lying for a purpose, because I just think it's silly. When they're not giving you an option. No, nobody, who would lie about their grandmother dying? I think that's ridiculous. Liking someone's clothes. I don't really care about that. Okay. Telling someone that you're listening when you aren't. Okay, we're going to go with that one, but I really don't know. Which sitcom would you best fit into? Seinfeld, The Simpsons, Modern Family, Community, Parks and Recreation, 30 Rock, Friends, The Office, or How I Met Your Mother? Well, we have to go with the shows that actually have black characters in them, so that takes out Friends. It takes out How I Met Your Mother. Seinfeld. That's actually kind of a hard one. I don't see myself in any. Let's say The Office, because my job is a cackle. Pick a beautiful word. Lithe, penumbra, thesaurus, ebullience. I can't pronounce how these. Pyrrhic, labyrinthine, halcyon. Well, out of all those, I only know the definition for Pyrrhic, so we'll pick that one. And how will you cure your hangover? Sleep, coffee, french fries, powering through all the greasy breakfast foods, sunglasses and aspirin, fast food, pickles, a drink. Sleep. I sleep my hangovers, but I don't drink anymore. And which superhero am I? I'm the Hulk. You get a fire in you and it drives everything you do. Sometimes you wonder how so many people can just sit idly by while so many unjust things happen in this world. The flip side to your anger is that you're very empathetic to the feelings of other people. You know how hard it can be to keep things bottled up inside. I don't know if that's necessarily true. Jaded says, blasphemy, how dare you? Bacon makes everything better. Well, I don't think it'll make those bacon and macaroni and cheese chips any better. At least I don't think. And Mag's got Space Ghost. She says, none of this is pegging me. I just thought that those were funny. I did have a giveaway for you guys, but I can't find what I had. And there's just one, and I've been trying to find it. And for some reason, have you guys checked out the new Grayson comic book? Batman's sidekick Robin that turned to Nightwing, presumed dead in the DC universe, was outed as Dick Grayson, is now a spy. And the latest cover, which I'm so tired of people talking about selfies on Facebook. It's out of control. One of my friends on Facebook, he deleted someone off his page because he put too many selfies of himself. And I'm like, why do you even care if somebody's taking pictures of themselves? We don't want to see your face every 5 minutes in different poses. It doesn't matter. But why do you even care? I'm so oblivious to all that. Anyhow, I thought it was funny that the latest copy, the variant copy of Grayson, for part of the New 52's number 2, is called the Selfie variant cover, and it's Dick Grayson holding his ID card for the little espionage spy place that he works for now. And the one thing that is interesting about this, anytime somebody takes a picture of him or somebody tries to remember his face, there's technology in his face that that makes you forget what his face looks like, or in a picture it makes it like a spiral, which I thought that was kind of cool. So you like Harlequin? I almost picked up Harlequin Invades San Diego Comic-Con, but they wanted $5 for it, and since I don't read the Harlequin comic book, it just wasn't necessary for me. But everybody loves it. I mean, the first issue of Harlequin is on like its 7th reprint. It's so popular. Same thing with She-Hulk. She-Hulk is in right now too, although I dropped it from my list. It's a gag one. I figured as much, so I was going to get the blank issue so I could get it done at Nashville Comic Con, but I didn't buy it because, like I said, they wanted $5 for it, and no, there's not too many comic books I'm spending $5 for. Although I like collecting and stuff like that, it's not that serious. I got bills to pay, and that's just not. It's just not one of those things that, okay, like, David, you really need to have this. It's not that serious to me. But some people can, pay $5 for a comic book. I'm just not doing it. I wish I would. I would be so mad at myself. And all these aren't working. I'm really, really upset with this. Like I said, I had a giveaway for you guys. It's just, it's first come, first serve type of deal. And for some reason, all the ones that I've tried to do are not working, and it's pissing me off. Next week, what I am going to do, one winner, have you guys ever heard of Loot Crate? Loot Crate, every month, they give you a free, not free, sorry, Loot Crate. If you go to my website, the 5x5.blogspot.com, I love Loot Crate. It's $20 a month, and which I can't afford it either for toys, but I've added it into my comic book budget. And what they do, if you don't know what Loot Crate is a geeky gamer box, and every week there's companies that they call it curate, and they put different stuff in it. Like last month, it was a villains box, and it had an exclusive comic book of Rocket Raccoon #1. It also had a keychain with Darth Vader, the Deadpool socks that I'm wearing today. And if you go to find me on Instagram, the #1, then Funny Guy, and you can see my cool looking Deadpool socks. It has some other stuff in there that was all kind of villain-esque. It had a couple prints of Joker and Harlequin Max, and they give you different stuff, but you don't know what it is until you get the box. So this month, and they have different themes. So this month's theme is heroes, and they're going to have a pop figure in it. My thoughts on it, I think they're going to give us it's going to be from Guardians of the Galaxy. I think it's going to be a Groot pop figure. I'm thinking an exclusive one, but just do it for 1 month. Now, because on the first one you can get it because you'll save 10%. I think the first one is like $13.37 if you use the code. So you can go to the 5x5.blogspot.com. The first box on the right side, if you click that link, it'll take you right, and then I get points for it. And then you can save 10% on your first Loot Crate. And if you do it before the 20th, you'll get whatever month's theme we're in now, which is Heroes. And it's worth it. It's fun. So, but with that being said, hopefully next week, next Thursday, I am making, it's going to be called the Glitter and Geek box, or Glitter and the Geek, or Glitter and Geeky box. And I'm going to make it for one of my listeners here on Pride 48. And I'm going to throw some different stuff in there. It'll be new stuff, no used stuff. And so one winner, will receive that, and I'll mail it out to whomever gets it. But I'll talk about that more next week, Thursday. Thank you guys. And I don't know who Mib is, but they enjoyed the show. But thank you. Next week I'll have all my giveaways ready and talk more about the glitter and geek box that we'll be giving away on the show. And I'm gonna go ahead and sign off and release the feed. Thank you guys for listening. I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Good night.